Hello everyone, welcome back to Positron Plays Valkyria Chronicles. Last time we had our first run-in with the tank, and Welkin was heading back to go pick up his sister and Martha.
Isara, Martha, please be okay.
Martha!
What's her problem? She pregnant or just fat?
Who cares? Not gonna make any difference when she's dead.
Stop this now.
See what she's wearing? Take a good look at that shawl. She's a Darkson.
Then that explains it. I thought this place stunk. Now I know it does. So, we got ourselves a fat one and a stinky one. PU. It's a regular pig farm in here.
I will thank you to watch your tongue in this house. You have to leave, now.
That's a big gun for such a little girl. Drop it.
Isara!
Huh? Hold it right there! Die! Darkson pig!
Isara, are you okay?
I'm okay thanks to you. But Martha, I think she's...
Martha!
This isn't good. She's gone into labor. Moving her would be dangerous.
Right. Well, we can't just leave her here. What are we gonna do? There are a lot of Imperials out there, Ys. It's only a matter of time before they take over the Mill Plaza.
Welks, listen. The barn out back.
What about it?
Our fathers have left us something. Something that might get us out of this mess.
So we see there that Isara doesn't take crap from no one, and we also discovered that the Imperials are pretty racist, actually. So now we'll go find out what the legacy of our fathers is. I'm guessing you probably know by now.
Dad's tank. Whoa. I can't believe it's still here.
And it's one of a kind. Here it is, the Edelweiss. Tamer built it especially for General Gunther.
Yeah, and it worked great, too. So it's just been parked here in the barn?
I wanted to make sure it would still operate, you know, in case of emergencies. I enrolled in a maintenance class given by the military. I wanted to be able to do what my father could do.
Well, that's great. But that's only a class, Isara.
It really didn't need much, hardly any alterations at all. I just fitted it with a new turbine engine. It really improves on the power-to-weight ratio. The Edelweiss is field-worthy. Its firepower and mobility are more than a match for recent models.
Well, assuming it does work. What's next?
All right, Welks, you took the armored vehicle course, didn't you?
Yeah. Back in high school. Once.
We'll bring Martha here. She'll be safe inside the tank, and we can move to a better location. Just leave the driving to me, okay? All you have to do is give the orders.
Isara, we ready to roll?
Engaging engine. The Edelweiss is ready for deployment.
Alicia could still be out there dodging bullets, buying time for people to evacuate. Here's the plan. We're gonna pick up Alicia and get out of town. All right, Edelweiss, move out!
Yeah, I missed out on the armored vehicle training class in my high school. I just took Spanish instead. I'm also not going to ask how Zara managed to lift and put that engine in the tank, but that's fine. Leave something to the imagination. Now it's time to get the hell out of Brule.
Here's the brief for this operation.
So the enemy is around a single tank, and they're advancing onto the main road. And we need to defend that gate. Our job is to take out the tank. Of course, we'll need to use our tank to do so. And I believe the failure only shows in red if it's a new sort of thing. Like we've seen Welcome dies, Alicia dies 20 turns past before. And Brule's main gate destroys a new objective, or a new failure condition shows it there.
Alright, let's begin. We've got to stop them here.
So this introduces us to a pretty core mechanic of the game, and that is that Welkin has a freaking tank.
The Town Watch will defend this gate so as many people as possible can get away. Got a second? Listen close and I'll explain.
This is telling us that hand grenades will blow up sandbags. So I'm just going to skip through this. I believe tank shots can also blow up sandbags. So, we don't have the tank here yet, so let's make sure everybody's in a safe place, relatively speaking. Which means crouching behind cover here. I don't think we can get any shots here. Yeah, we certainly can't reach with our grenade, so... I mean, there's no reason not to take a shot. And I'm not sure, we did like 3 damage. So essentially this turn will be making sure everybody's crouched behind cover since they start standing up. Now ideally, I don't think I can go up here now. I kind of almost want to go on the other side of the road. Kind of split our forces up a bit, but we'll see how the next turn goes for now. Because they'll start moving in here. You can also see that a tank takes 2 command points to move. I believe that applies to us also. So you can see they take off about 400 or 600 health from that gate. And that tank is actually blocking our line of sight to take shots at these soldiers. But he's gonna get taken out. And the same thing applies to them as us. Once they're start aiming, we cannot shoot back. And really, anybody that comes around that corner is probably going to get killed. Oh, that guy's got a machine gun. He's a shock trooper. So it's not a formal introduction, but you can see there's different unit types. There's a scout. He got taken out pretty quickly. And I believe that was their commander. When we take out a commander, they lose potential CP. This is telling us about the Ragnade, which is essentially a first aid kit. And we can use it to heal ourselves or someone else. Now we should be able to take out most of these soldiers. I'm actually tempted to use a grenade here. Not sure if it'll reach though. You can see they're pretty heavily armored. Well, I'm gonna try it. We've only got one grenade though, so this could go very poorly. Yeah, I was kind of afraid of that. Now, I definitely want to get this scout that's up on the hill before he flanks us. And he's down. Alright, good. Now, I think I'm going to take one of my other watchmen across here. This is going to be pretty risky. And get him to go over this. There we go. Yeah, he's kind of getting chewed up here. Ah, man. So that's a pretty good example of the unforgiving nature of the game. He's retreated. So I think we just end our turn here. So we're not going to be able to really do much damage to him, and I don't think the town watchman has a grenade. So now that tank will take out that gate probably in 2 more shots, maybe 3. That shock trooper's trying to get behind us. Oh, and he's gonna actually throw a grenade at the gate. And take some shots at us for that matter. Actually in a pretty bad spot without, and there's another shock trooper. Yeah, so our tank needs to get here sooner. We're gonna be in trouble. In fact, we very well may lose this. Felicia takes much more damage. And I believe that question mark on the map says that there might be another enemy back there. Alright, so now we've got Welkin here. I'm going to take Alicia first of all and put her in a safer place though.
This can't be good.
Barely made it. A little magical healing does the trick. Alright, now that she's safe, I'm gonna get Welkin in here.
Entering combat.
The tank should be able to breach that wall. It may provide us with a shortcut, Welks.
All right, let's give it a shot. Hang in there, Alicia.
Alright, let's give us a little bit of a tank tutorial. However, they do not recover HP per turn, so. And they do take 2 CP per turn. Now I don't remember if we have to shoot this or just drive through it. Now we can just drive through it.
Look, it's a tank! It's a galleon tank!
Alicia, I'm sorry we're late.
Welkin, you have a tank?
The look of surprise on Alicia's face is priceless.
We can talk later. Right now, we need to stop those soldiers.
Enemy tank sighted, Welks. Switching to anti-tank combat. Armor-piercing shells loaded.
All right, let's go take it down.
So, now we've got, oh, it's going to give us a little tutorial. 3 major means of attack. Anti-armor shells, explosive mortar rounds, and a mounted machine gun. Anti-armor is good against tanks. explosive mortar is good against just ground units in general, and I think that will blow up sandbags too. And the mortar ammunition is pretty limited. So I think we can be able to use this mortar to nail both of these guys. We've only got one shot though, so hopefully it works. Yeah, there we go. Got both of them and knocked out the sandbags. Now I could take out this scout over here, but I think I'm just gonna head straight for the enemy
Here we
tank.
go.
And obviously the huge glowing weak spot is what we're aiming at here.
Now.
And you can see that I almost took it out. This is explaining the body HP and the tread HP. So essentially, if we want to damage a tank with ground units, we can attack the treads with grenades and things like that. And of course, this is the weak point. Can't actually use just regular guns against it, but it's not advisable to get that close. And we should be able to take it out with this shot. Hopefully it doesn't miss. A nice Batman-esque kaboom. I'm sure my ranking on this is going to be pretty terrible. We did lose the town watchman.
Nice work, East.
Woohoo! Now you're my hero, Welkin.
The Imperials are running off for now. Looks like we bought some time at least.
Welks, it's a boy.
And
Martha
suddenly,
had a boy.
birth in a tank.
She gave birth in Dad's tank?
Yes, and without complications. They're both perfectly healthy.
Good. That's fantastic. Now let's stay sharp as we head out of town.
Yeah, we actually got an A rank for that. I guess that town watchman's life meant essentially nothing. Gonna save here. I believe we have one more scene for chapter 2.
Two hours after the first shots were fired, Brule was under Imperial control. Though a mere skirmish by Empire standards, the raid on Brule would mark Welkin Gunther's first taste of battle and begin his rise to a Gallian hero.
Alicia.
I thought I would be ready for this. I knew war meant this might happen. It hurts. Seeing my town overrun like this, seeing all those people killed, it's just not right. How could all this happen? It isn't human, Welkin.
We look at those birds and see how wild and free they are. But they all have their own territories. If anything threatens their home, they'll risk their lives to defend it. People are animals too. We do what we have to, when we have to. Animals are in a constant struggle to stay alive, but I've also seen them help each other, almost like they were cooperating in order to survive.
Cooperating?
That's why I'm so into studying natural science. That coexistence. I want to know how it works. If we could figure that out, mankind could put it to use for our own survival. That's why I want to be a teacher, so that I can pass that knowledge on to the children. I mean, even if we can't completely eliminate war, at least we might learn to live together as one people.
You think so? Welks, look. Martha fell asleep, so that makes me the babysitter. See, Alicia? Oh, he's adorable.
Just like you said, even in war, new life happens all around us. Come here. Look, that's your hometown.
Someday, we'll come back home again.
Yes. Someday soon. I know it.
Chapter 3. Vassal Urban Warfare.
And Chapter 2 ends on a bit of a mixed feelings note, but hopeful. So that'll do it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please click like, helps out a lot, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. See you soon.